Is from the team that beat Arsenal on Saturday. Robin Olsen, Seamus Coleman and Andre Gomez all come in. Top scorer Dominic Calvert-Lewin continues up top. This is what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is doing tonight. Manchester United make 9 changes from the team that beat Leeds 6-2. Only Harry Maguire and Bruno Fernandes remain, and Fernandes starts with Donny van de Beek and Paul Pogba for the first time. On the bench, Jesse Lingard. It's only the 4th United squad he's been involved with since September. Let's hear from their manager now with Guy Havard.
Ollie, it's an interesting team you selected tonight. Can you talk us through it?
Yeah, well, first of all, it's a hectic schedule. We got a game, thank you very much, on Saturday 12:30. So rotation is important. Then some of these players needed a game, and I think it's a strong team that can match them physically, and still we got the quality, I hope, to create problems for them. You
suggested that maybe that Bruno Fernandes
I had to take him off last game, didn't I? I took him off and he wasn't happy. So no, it's didn't kid you on. Bruno is one of those who recover very quickly, but then again, if games are won, why not rest him then?
Is it a big night for Donny van de Beek? A chance for him to sort of impose himself?
It's a big night for all of us, of course, and they want to get a chance now. Of course, you get a chance to stake a claim and prove your point. So hopefully we can see Donny playing as well as we know he can do, and he has done.
I know it's a big if, but 3 wins and you've won your first trophy. Do you see this as a big opportunity tonight?
Yeah, we just take one game at a time, and hopefully we can get a good performance. It's going to be difficult. They've proven that so many times, Everton, especially here. So, but we're ready for it.
Thanks, Ollie.
Thank you.
So Ole Gunnar Solskjaer says they are ready for it. He did actually mention in his pre-match press conference that they are desperate to learn how to win. What does he mean by that, Leon?
Well, I think when you played Manchester United teams that he was involved in, you know, I think that was the expectation. You know, I think they already felt that they'd won the game. It was theirs to lose. You know, I think this Manchester United team seems to need to be 2-0 down or a couple of goals behind before it really kicks them into action, and you see the United team that he wants you to see. So I think he's expecting for his team to learn, for them to start bringing in trophies, to bring that winning mentality that his team was involved in for many, many years.
It's the first opportunity that teams have to get a bit of silverware. The final's been pushed back to April this season, but we've seen managers in the past prioritise it because they use it as a springboard. Is that what he means when desperate to learn how to win, to get that winning attitude?
Yeah, of course, because we touched on it earlier. If you can get that trophy in early, as you said, the final's usually a lot sooner than it is obviously this year, then it can kind of give you a little bit of confidence to kick on again second half of the season and again achieve great things. I mean, it's always nice, and I've always fully respected people like Mourinho's and Pep's. These are great managers putting an emphasis on this trophy. A lot of other teams who don't necessarily win that many trophies kind of play second teams, third teams, where they take it properly seriously because they understand that if you have a good League Cup run, win the trophy early, that could set up the rest of your season.
Donny van de Beek starts tonight. It's his 8th start in Manchester United.
A little bit box to box, doesn't really want to sit there because he's got more to his game. Matic understands his role. If I'm going to sit here and let you lot go, I'll just protect that back four. So I think he's perfect for that role.
Jesse Lingard's on the bench. We mentioned a minute ago he's only been involved in 4 matchday squads, which is a small amount. Does it feel like his Manchester United career is coming to an end, or what do you think?
Well, I think he's going to find it very difficult to get himself back into it. Listen, he's had great highs, winning the League Cup at Manchester United. But he's getting... I don't understand that he was 28 years old. I thought he was younger than that. So for me, again, Jesse, he needs to be playing football regularly. Now, it's hard when you've come for a system like United. He's been there from a kid. How can you just up and leave? It's difficult. But he needs to kind of make the decision sooner rather than later about the next 5-6 years of his career, because he doesn't want to waste that by just sitting on the bench or not even being on the bench.
Absolutely. OK, we are building up to Everton.
You have done. Does that signal how much you want to end this long wait for a trophy here at Everton?
Yeah, it's an important game, important competition that permits us to reach the semi-final. We are going to play against a really tough opponent, but we have to try to do our best to try to reach the semi-final.
You played them here recently. They beat you. They've been fantastic on the road, haven't they? Do you have to rein in a bit of your aggression tonight to nullify them?
But they are a dangerous team because they have players with quality, fast in front, really good in counter-attack, really good in possession. Of course, to have a result, we have to defend well, concentrated, focus, and use our quality when we have the ball.
2,000 fans tonight, do they have a role for you again?
Of course, I think so. They can help us, they can support us as usual.
1% possession in the end for Manchester United. They've had a share of attempts each, but dominated by Manchester United in terms of attempts. Let's have a little look at how it happened.
Unfortunate with, but you just felt that Everton needed to hang on at that moment. Yeah. They were in a bad situation. United were on top, creating chances, and they managed somehow to get through that period.
They did grow into the game. Sigurdsson with that free kick, perhaps their best chance of the game so far. What did you make of this one, Ian?
Yeah, it was a good effort. It's the type of quality that Sigurdsson has. I think it's one that, when you see the position of the goal, the position the goalkeeper makes the save, you'd expect him to save them in that position. Maybe the power forced it into pushing it over the bar rather than taking it, but you know, Everton, as I said, grew into the game. They started to move the ball. They started to play in Manchester United's half, create opportunities. Probably the best effort on goal.
It's like they started to believe Everton. I think the first 20 minutes, Manchester United came out of the box quick, maybe hit him, stunned them a little bit, like, wow. But then as the game went on, the half went on, they got more and more comfortable, and I expect Everton second half to come out and create one or two more opportunities.
Where's the goal going to come from in the second half, do you think?
Well, probably Dominic Calvert-Lewin. You know, you can't really look much further than him from an Everton point of view. I think Richarlison's running. I think there was an occasion where, I think Gary pointed out in commentary, Bruno Fernandes did really well to track him back. I think if Everton can get those opportunities with Richarlison running through the back of the United defence, then that's where they'll score from. And from United's point of view, I think Greenwood's been sharp. I think anything in and around that penalty area, I think he comes alive. OK, well, fans at Goodison Park tonight, 2,000 of them. They put 4 past Arsenal. They progressed to the semi-finals. Our earlier match, it was Tottenham, who won 3-1 over Stoke at the Bet365 Stadium. And the one you just saw there, 2 late goals from Manchester United. They wrap it up 2-0 against Edinson at Goodison Park. A reminder, the semi-final draw is coming shortly, so stick with us to find out who plays who in the next round.
Harry, many congratulations, you're into the semi-final. Considering there were 9 changes tonight, how good was that performance?
No, I thought it was an excellent performance. We started the game really well. We should have been leading after 20 minutes. We should have been probably out of sight. We had 3-4 great chances, and we've got to be a little bit more clinical, but we kept going, we kept digging in. We felt like another chance had come, and Edison's put a great finish in, and we managed to seal the win and go through to the next round, which is the most important thing.
Yeah, that goal was crucial, wasn't it? You kept going and looked like you wanted to win it before penalties. How good was the finish?
Yeah, he was excellent on his weak foot as well, so we know he does that. We see it week in, week out in training. He's obviously had a little injury which has kept him out from the previous game, so it's good to have him back. It's good to have him around the place. You can see what he's about. He's been a top striker throughout his career, so no, it's great to have him around the place.
The manager spoke about learning how to win trophies. Do you think you've passed this lesson today?
Yeah, well, we played for Manchester United. We expected to win trophies. So we got to semi-finals last year. This year, we've reached our first semi-final in our first competition. So no, it's important to reach these big games, but we need to now, like I say, start winning the big games, like the semi-finals, and go on to lift trophies for this club.
Apart from the win, what pleased you most tonight?
Yeah, I think the performance. It's always a tough place to come, Goodison, and obviously they've got a few fans in the stadium as well, which give it a little bit of an atmosphere. But we controlled the game throughout. I felt obviously there was going to be a threat from set plays and a few crosses, but no, I think we fully deserved the win, and I'm pleased we got it in the end rather than taking it to penalties.
Well done, Harry. The draw is coming up in a few minutes' time, but Edinson Cavani is the Carabao man of the match. If you'd like to do the presentation for him in the dressing room, please.
Of course, yes, no problem. Thank you.
He talks about going through to these games, these big cup semi-finals, and winning through. They made 3 semi-finals last season. They crashed out of all of them. They're now into another semi-final. Are they starting to learn how to grind out these games?
Yeah, potentially. As you said, they lost 3 last year and into another one. And maybe it's a bit of a mentality problem. But as I said, they've got another opportunity now. It was a good performance today. They look comfortable. I think the only disappointment really from Everton's point of view is that they've got one of the most informed strikers about, and they didn't really make Maguire defend. Do you know what I mean? So he didn't really have a lot to do. But from their perspective, Manchester United, another semi-final, they're in good form. To make 9 changes and put in that type of performance, listen, the confidence is flowing.